Happy video day, guys. So today's video is going to be a funny one, and basically what it's going to be is what my collection would look like if I was not a YouTuber. I'm going to tell you guys the products that I think for sure I would have in my collection if I was not a YouTuber. It's not going to be a whole lot of stuff. This would be like staple things that I think that I probably would have picked up anyways. Like it would have been like for sure I'd pick it up. And I'm going to do a sequel to this video, and I'm going to tell you guys the products that I know for a fact I would have never even looked at if I wasn't a YouTuber. So let's go ahead and let's start with the products that for sure I would have had and what my collection would look like if I was not. So of course with YouTube comes buying new products and trying new products and getting new stuff, and oh my god, and you know, you end up starting to grow a collection that is kind of shocking to you. Is shocking to me because I know that when I first started I did not have all of these things. Like I've always liked makeup, I've always been into makeup, I've always done makeup, but I wasn't like somebody who like had so much makeup. I had a good amount. Like I can never say I was one of those people with a minimal collection. I never was. I mean, anybody who knows me always knows that I used to show up to people's houses with those trunks of makeup. Like if I was like this top makeup artist, I used to come with like trunks of makeup. So, but I am going to tell you guys the products that I think that I probably would have for sure had in my collection no matter what. And let's start off with foundation. So the foundation that I think I would have had in my collection for sure is the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Cream. I think I would have had this for sure in my collection only because it's a super natural foundation. I could totally see myself sporting this like on a daily basis, and that's like how I used to wear it anyways all the time. So I definitely would have had a CC Plus Cream, and I think I would have definitely had this one. I love illuminating foundations and stuff like that, so yeah. Another one that I definitely would have had is from La Prairie, the Skin Caviar from La Prairie. I know this is a super expensive foundation. I've told you guys about this before. This is a foundation I had been wearing since college. I actually purchased this one because I was starting to break out a lot, and this was like the only foundation that ever worked for me, and I was so picky with foundations, and I still kind of am. But yeah, so the La Prairie Skin Caviar would have been something I probably would have still been wearing because I actually started to find new foundations because of YouTube. Because other than that, I probably would have been still wearing these two foundations. This one for nighttime, this one for daytime. Those would have been my foundations right now for sure. So I don't know where I put it, but if I was not a YouTuber, then for sure I would still be using the Maybelline Age Rewind. I just ran out of one of them, but I just repurchased another one and I have no idea where I put it. But anyways, I would definitely be using the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. It's one of my favorite concealers, and I definitely would have been using that one because I just used it nonstop. I probably also would have been using the MAC Pots of concealer. That's the concealers that I used to use all the time. Like they were like my everyday concealers, but they used to crease on me and I really just didn't care. Just to like blend it out. But I remember they used to crease on me and it used to drive me nuts. But yeah, I would have probably been still wearing those two concealers, the Instant Age Rewind and the Maybelline and the MAC little paint pots and the MAC little pots. But I don't actually have the MAC one anymore because I found other concealers that don't crease, and that one I kind of like put aside. I would have been using this Dream Wander from Maybelline. I probably would have been still using this one as a all over face powder because this is what I used to use like all the time. It's not great. It's okay. It's not fantastic. I've found so many better ones than this one, but that's probably what I've been using because I just wouldn't have found anything else. Something I think I would have probably figured out if I wasn't a YouTuber is these Makeup Forever little 3 quad type of things. I think I would have figured this one out because I am the type of person that likes to buy like these type of things that you can make yourself. So even though I did buy this one after I started my channel, I feel like I would have found this eventually, and it does have the blush, the highlight, and the bronzer in here, or the contour. I think I would have totally found this one. So I think I would have found this. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I probably would have had something similar to that. For sure, if I wasn't a YouTuber, I would still be using my Hoola bronzer. This would have been the only bronzer that I would ever touch because this is it. This is what I always used to use. Always. I think if I wasn't a YouTuber, I still would have found one of these Becca highlighters. Like I just feel like if I would have seen these in Sephora, I would have bought them. I actually bought this after I started my channel, but I really feel like I would have gotten one of these if I would have seen it. Like I honestly would only use the Benefit High Beam. That's what I used to always use, but I was on the hunt for a new highlighter anyways, and when I was looking for one, I ended up buying Becca. Champagne Pop I probably would not have purchased. This is the Jaclyn Hill collaboration. I probably wouldn't have gotten this one. I probably would have gotten Opal, which is probably one of their most popular highlighters. But yeah, I definitely think I would have had one Becca highlighter in the mix. I think I for sure would be using for lipsticks anything from L'Oreal or from Maybelline, because I used to love L'Oreal and Maybelline lipsticks, so I think I would have still been sticking to those lipsticks. I might have found these Sephora lip stories in Sephora because they are inexpensive, so I have a feeling that I could have found these, but definitely L'Oreal or Maybelline for sure. Now for primers, I probably would have had the Smashbox primer because that's what I used to always use. I don't actually have one right now, but I used to always use the Smashbox Photo Finish primer. Sometimes I wouldn't even use primers, so yeah. For blush, I probably would have had any of these L'Oreal True Match blushes. I used to use these a lot. These and MAC. Yes, MAC. I would have had MAC blushes because I used to like to use these too. Anything from L'Oreal or MAC is probably what I would have had for blushes. When it comes to eyeshadows, I used to love to use Laura Mercier shadows. I used to buy the individuals. I probably don't even have any anymore because they probably have all gotten expired. But I used to buy the individuals of Laura Mercier. I used to always love to NARS. I used to think that NARS eyeshadows were so amazing. Like, to me, they were like phenomenal. So I would have definitely had NARS. Now, I personally think that I would have bought in the Modern Renaissance even if I wasn't a YouTuber, just because I just feel like I was drawn to this guy even before YouTube. Like, I had seen it, I just never had bought in it. I bought it after YouTube, but I feel like I would have bought in it. Like, I just feel like I would have. Okay, for mascara. But I used to always use the Maybelline one. I'm gonna show a picture of it right here. It was the only mascara that I ever used, and I was obsessed with that. So if I wasn't a YouTuber, I would have still been using that for sure. And that would have been in my collection. And I definitely wouldn't have had an eyebrow product because I didn't used to fill in my brows, and I just didn't understand how to do it before YouTube. So I don't think I would have had a brow product for sure because I knew I had to fill in my brows, but I was too afraid to do it before YouTube. So if I didn't start a YouTube channel, I don't know if I would have ever had the guts to start filling in my brows. So I would say that I wouldn't have had that. I probably would have had people still tell me, like, why don't you fill in your brows? And I would be like, because I don't. I think that's what my collection would have looked like if I wasn't a YouTuber. And I'm so happy that I am because I like my collection now so much more. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing next items for sure that I know for a fact there was no way I would have had if I wasn't a YouTuber. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.